Data collection. What is the data collection? How is it collected? All phones collect data. Data are numbers. Numbers are added by what you do all the time. Think about your phone right now. Look at this picture in front of us. This is just a readout of all the interactions that's happening in an early example of a thing called screen time. Phones collect a lot of data, and it's not just the phone itself, it's all the applications that are collecting the data at the same time. Wheat, remember, is connected to all sensors. It is connected to everything on your phone, and how it collects data is down to the sensors that are being used at that time. Think about maps. Maps use GPS and Wi-Fi to locate you. All phones have sensors such as GPS, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and these are on pretty much all the time. Phones must be passed through law, and government-only approved phones are allowed within the country right now. In 2027, there are only 2 types of phones. There are illegal imported phones that can be seen around on the streets, but this is strictly against the law. If you're caught with one, you can be docked Eden points, jailed, or if you persist, you could be sent on one of the government re-education courses like people who drive badly. There are 2 types of phones. There is the international Panda phone and there is the local national Bamboo phone. All radio transmitters and receivers are locked by the government on both types of phones. There are 2 types of government approved phone, the Bamboo and of course the Panda. The Panda type, they can be taken on holiday, they can be taken abroad, and they can be taken in and out of the country. The national phone has to stay in the country. There are specialist types of phones, and these are for the high level people in business and government, but these again are extremely rare. So how does a phone know who you are? Can a phone, see you? The Bamboo phones are standard phones with many styles by many different companies. However, they all have the same standard government locked sensors and radios in them. What are these sensors? Well, at this point in time, there are 6G modems. Remember about 5G? Well, 6G is even on a much closer network. Where you are and what you do, all the interactions with every single thing in your house. These 6G modems connect with the Internet of Things. So of course, it knows what you're taking in and out of the fridge. It knows what you're eating. Bluetooth. Bluetooth is for short range. And so Bluetooth is only for things that are connecting within the immediate surroundings, such as beacons. GPS, global positioning systems. Accelerometer. Accelerometers know whether your phone is upside down, whether it's on a table, whether it's moving. It knows whether it's moving at a speed or not. Proximity sensors. These are new. Proximity sensors are how close something is, and this is matched with biometric data. Biometric data, Face ID, fingerprints, iris, which is inside your eye, and the voice signature. A phone will listen for you and make sure that you are within sound reach. So therefore it will listen to you and make sure that that voice signature, just like you know with your phone what song is playing, is the same thing. Remember, if your phone can't hear you, it will constantly listen for you. Temperature. So there are different parts of the country. It knows the average temperature of that region. In the north, it's much colder than the south. Magnetic field. It knows which way you're facing. You need this when you're using maps. The gyroscope. It knows where it is and how it is. Up to 7 microphones depending on your cameras, and ambient light for your screen. It knows which way the sound is coming from. Pedometer. How far have you walked today? Or even how high? Barometer, air pressure. Are you in a warmer or colder part of the country? This all affects the air pressure. Air humidity. In the west of the country, it is very dry and there's an arid desert feel. In the east, it is up to 90% humidity. And due to the high number of nuclear power stations in the country and in the east and eastern island of Forsoma, there is a Geiger counter on modern phones.